How long before foreclosure in Oregon? What every homeowner needs to know. If you've fallen behind on your mortgage payments, you're probably asking one important question. How long before foreclosure in Oregon? The answer depends on several factors, including the type of foreclosure and how quickly you take action. The good news is that if you're watching this video, there's still time to understand your options. Hello, I'm Emma VortexREI, a tech-driven real estate investing company with more than 30 years of combined real estate experience. Our mission is to provide trustworthy, solution-based real estate information that helps homeowners make informed decisions during difficult situations. Let's walk through the Oregon foreclosure process in plain English. Oregon has two primary foreclosure processes: non-judicial foreclosure and judicial foreclosure. The most common is a non-judicial foreclosure, which is used when the property is secured by a trust deed containing a power of sale provision. A judicial foreclosure is handled through the court system and generally takes longer because it involves a lawsuit. Many homeowners think foreclosure begins the moment they miss a mortgage payment. That's not usually how it works. After a missed payment, your loan servicer will generally begin contacting you to discuss your account and available loss mitigation options. Federal servicing rules and Oregon law provide opportunities to communicate with your lender before a foreclosure sale can occur. For a typical non-judicial foreclosure in Oregon, once the required foreclosure notices have been issued, the foreclosure sale generally cannot take place for at least 120 days. Depending on the circumstances, the auction often occurs between 120 and 180 days after the first required notice. During that period, homeowners may still have opportunities to pursue alternatives. Judicial foreclosures follow a different path. Instead of using the trustee sale process, the lender files a lawsuit in court. Homeowners have the opportunity to respond in court, and because the case moves through the judicial system, the overall process often takes considerably longer than a non-judicial foreclosure. The biggest mistake homeowners make is waiting until the foreclosure sale is only days away. As time passes, your available options may become more limited. That's why acting early is one of the most important decisions you can make. So, what options might be available before foreclosure? First, you may be able to sell your home before the foreclosure is completed. Depending on your circumstances, this could involve listing the property with a real estate professional or selling the home as is. If you have equity in your property, selling before foreclosure may allow you to preserve that equity instead of risking the uncertainty of a foreclosure sale. Another option that may be appropriate for some homeowners is a novation agreement. Although many people have never heard of novations, they can be a useful strategy in certain situations. Depending on the property's condition, market demand, and your individual circumstances, a novation may create an opportunity to maximize value while avoiding some of the challenges associated with a traditional sale. However, novations are not appropriate for every property, and the terms should always be carefully reviewed before moving forward. You may also want to speak with your mortgage servicer about a loan modification or repayment plan. If approved, these programs may help you catch up on missed payments or adjust the loan terms to make future payments more manageable. In some situations, homeowners may also be able to reinstate their loan by paying the past due amount, along with any allowable fees, before the applicable deadline. For many non-judicial foreclosures in Oregon, reinstatement may be available up to 5 days before the scheduled trustee's sale. If keeping the home simply isn't realistic, another possibility may be a deed in lieu of foreclosure. This involves voluntarily transferring ownership of the property to the lender. Whether this option is available depends on the lender's requirements and your individual financial situation. Some homeowners also explore bankruptcy. Because bankruptcy involves complex legal and financial considerations, it's important to discuss that option with a qualified bankruptcy attorney before making any decisions. Here's the most important takeaway from this video. The earlier you take action, the more options you may have. Many homeowners wait because they feel embarrassed, overwhelmed, or hopeful that things will somehow improve on their own. Unfortunately, waiting often reduces the number of available solutions. At VortexREI, we believe homeowners deserve honest information, not pressure. If you're behind on your mortgage or have received foreclosure notices, don't assume you've run out of options. Before making any decisions, contact VortexREI to learn about the fastest and least stressful options that may be available for your situation. Whether that means selling your home, exploring a novation, or simply understanding where you are in the Oregon foreclosure process. We're here to help you make an informed decision. Finally, this video is provided for educational purposes only and should not be considered legal, tax, or financial advice. Every foreclosure situation is unique. Before making important decisions, consider consulting with a qualified real estate attorney, HUD-approved housing counselor, tax professional, or other trusted advisor who can evaluate your specific circumstances. Remember, foreclosure doesn't always mean you've reached the end of your options. Sometimes, it simply means it's time to start exploring them. Call or text VortexREI at 5033-089-707 or visit our website at www.vortexrei.com. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to our channel as we post new content several times a week. See you on the next one!